Hi there, welcome to another Perfect 20. So this is one of the 20-minute Pilates workouts. I know that these are really popular. I think 20 minutes you can get enough done, and if you've done the strength training one already, you'll know we got so much done in 20 minutes. It's incredible. But it's great to add this on to the strength. If you are going to do two workouts, please do the Pilates first, because that's going to prep and prime your body ready for the weights workout. Let's get started. Coming onto your backs. Come and lie down. Rest your arms down by your sides. Take two arms up to the sky and feel like you're holding some weights in your hands. We're going to feel a bit of heaviness through the ribs as well. With that heaviness through the ribs, take the arms overhead on an inhale breath. Exhale, float the arms up as you connect very deeply through the tummy. We take the arms overhead as you inhale. Exhale, lift. Good. And again, inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, lift the arms. If you can, leave your arms up to the sky, but you can return them back down to the floor for bridge. We're going to tuck the tailbone under. Feel the shoulders heavy into the mat. Take the arms overhead. They might be able to touch the floor. Exhale up to the sky and hold. Two more. Overhead. Exhale up to the sky and hold. One more time. Overhead. Exhale up. Now we're going to take the arms overhead and leave them there as we melt the spine down. If you're anything like me, you'll get out a few clicks there as well. Return the arms back to the sky. Long fingers, long wrists. Plug the shoulders in. Exhale, rounding up. Push through the feet. Take the arms over. Exhale to lift. Take the arms over. Exhale to lift. One more. Exhale to lift. Take the arms overhead and melt the spine down. Click, click, click. And then return the hands back down to the floor. We're going to leave the hands on the mat now. Reset. We're going to come up into a bridge. Suction everything on, squeezing through the glutes. Right leg lifts and float it down. Switch. If this is a bit too much too soon, carry on coming up and down through the bridge. Hold it there and float. Switch. Lift. Now we're going to add. So the right leg lifts, the left arm floats, and bring it down and switch. I know you might be looking at me. Try to look up to the ceiling now. We're repeating this 5 more times. For 5. And feeling that glute that stays on the floor. Well, not the glute, but the foot that stays on the floor. That leg, that glute, solid. 2 and 1. Stay here. Take the arms overhead. Lift those hips a little bit higher. Melt down, 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 and release. Well done. Have you got one more bridge in you? Let's do it. We're going to push up now and just hold it up. Lift 2 heels, stay there. Like a clam, we're going to open and then pull back. We're trying to find the side of the bum. We want both knees moving evenly and really squeezing through the side. I want you to try something for me. I want you to drop the heels and carry on. And I want you to decide which version of this was better for you. People like to keep the heels down, they get more glutes. Some people like to keep the heels lifted because they get more glutes there. We're going to do 6 more, your choice, where you do. I'm going to keep my heels down now, 5. But you do what works for you. I want to give you the option. It looks like I'm lowering and lifting my bum, but I'm not. I promise. 3, it's the way that it looks on screen. 2 and 1. Okay, melt the spine down. Ouch. That's your glutes. Hug your legs in towards your chest. Let's do some core. Okay, so feet back down into that parallel. Interlace the hands behind the head. I'm going to use a similar exercise. Before we carry on, if your ribs are flaring, let's just pull them down. Take an inhale breath. We exhale, curl up, right leg to tabletop, and release that down. Exhale, and release. Exhale, lift, and release. We want to keep the pelvis heavy into the mat. We don't want it lifting up. Exhale, lift, and down. 4 more. We go. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and release it down. Okay, I want you to straighten your legs. They're pushing down into the floor. If you know you struggle with your roll-ups, you will need a little towel behind your back, or you're going to grab a band, and you're going to do this with a band with your knees bent, the band around the feet, okay? But a little towel behind your lower back will work. We did this a moment ago. Take the arms overhead, but this time not to the floor. Flex your feet. Inhale. Exhale. We're coming up into our roll up. We reach for 1, 2, 3. Now just stay there. Pull the ribs back. That's how we reach forwards. Then we melt the spine down. We're getting some mobility through the spine. Lock the legs down into the ground. Take the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the arms. Lift the head, the neck, the chest. Reach forwards for 1, for 2, for 3. Tuck the tailbone under. Take the arms overhead. Exhale, coming up. Reach, reach, reach. Tuck the tailbone under. I'm going to just show you another modified version. So your legs might be straight right now, but as you come up, you might just want to bend the knees and maybe even grab the legs if that's a bit easier for you to get up. If you feel like you're flinging, then you just get the knees to bend to bring you up. I'll just show you that again. So you just kind of slip the legs in, round and length. As long as your back is happy with that, I'm happy for you to do that. One more time. I'm going to do the real thing now. Push the legs down into the floor. Exhale, we come up and we reach, reach, reach. Restack the spine and release. We're going to bend the knees and have a little stretch. Usually my go-to after some seated work, this stretch. Let's do some seated twist. Okay, so the leg position is, it's ideal if you can straighten the legs, but most people can't. So you just slip them up a little bit. Another option is just to bend but open the knees, okay? So it might take a little bit of pressure off the old hip flexors. But if you are able to sit with your legs straight, this is a preferred position, okay? We're going to fold one arm over the other and we're going to lengthen through the spine. Really feel the crown of the head up towards the sky and the tailbone locked down into the floor. Scoop the belly in and up. We're going to do a small twist. I always like you to go small at first, just to make sure the back is happy. We come through center, because it means if you know you can do this with a small range and still get benefit, but it's safer for your back, then it's a win-win. If you feel like you can twist a little bit further, then come through center. How do you know? Because your legs won't be slipping and sliding. If your legs are slipping and sliding, reduce the range, please. Twist. We're trying to unlock tightness that sits in the upper middle back. That's why we do these moves. Switch the hands over, switch the arms over. And we're going to do 4 more times. So here we go. 4. Try to keep your chin and your nose in the middle of your arms. 3 and 2 and 1. Come through center, bend both knees and just stretch. Release, release. Okay, perfect. Now something to give you a really gorgeous side stretch. I'm going to face you. I'm going to stagger here. The legs are going to be they'll probably be the width of your mat actually. I'm off my mat a bit, but width of your mat would work. And a bend in the knees if you need to. Interlace the hands behind the head. For some of you, this already is not comfortable, okay? I'm aware this is not the most comfy of positions. Get used to it. Press the back of the head into the hands. Look into the horizon. We're side bending. I'm going to pretend this is my right elbow to right knee. Coming over. I'm not expecting myself to touch the knee, but what you want to do with your top elbow, if you can, is just lift it a little bit higher. Now, when you return to seated, to upright, you should be in a twist. I'm now looking not in the horizon, and now you return. We take the elbow the other way, left elbow to left knee, hold, find that stretch. Come up. For me, I get this stretch all the way down, not just the side of my back, but it goes down into my hip a little bit as well. So I'm just telling you that in case you're getting the same. So I know sometimes we worry because we think, well, I'm stretching my back or my waist. Why am I feeling it lower down? Especially if your legs are straight. ripple up. Your body, the tight parts of the body always kick in very, very quickly when we're doing these kind of awkward moves. How's the back doing? Do you need to slip the knees up at this point, or the other way around? Are you ready to lengthen the legs? Ripple up. Coming over, find that side bend. We're going to do one more. Over. Ripple up. Find the horizon. Press the back of the head into the hands. And then just let go, relax. We're coming onto our sides now. I'm just going to move my mat a tiny bit forwards. Okay. So let's set up for one exercise on the hand with the knees bent. I'm going to keep things really simple. Plus I know what you've got coming in the other 20-minute strength classes. So let's get those glutes fired up, especially if you sit a lot. Clams are the best. You'll notice I love clams. Okay, feet together, tummy braced. I like to keep the big toes together but the heels apart, just because it gives you more range. Another option, by the way, if you're feeling a bit hardcore today, is to stick a band on. Whatever works for you. Your hand can stay here or you can be here, whatever you need. Keep going, we've got 6 more. Just give yourself a chance to feel the squeeze before you release. 5. We're about halfway through the class now. Already, we've worked loads of muscles already. 4 and 3. We can't miss a bit of side. 2, sometimes we can, but not often. 1 and release. Now I'd like you to come and lie down if you can onto the arm, as long as that's comfortable for you. If it's not, you could try bending it like so. And I want your legs, well, mine are actually too far forwards, just to come in line with so you should be able to see your toes, but they're not flung to the front corner. Sometimes I do say that, but today, just lined up, but you should be able to see the toes. We're going into a double leg lift. Scoop the belly, leave your hand here, just for the first couple, so you get your balance, lengthening those legs away from you, and float down. Exhale, lift, hold it, finding those waist muscles. We're going to do 2 more. Exhale. And down. One more time. To lift and down. Now, if you feel like you can, take this hand up and repeat. If your hip, sometimes it's just the hip bone doesn't love it. See how you go, especially if you're on a wooden floor like me, or a hard floor like me. Don't know if it's wood. We lift. We're going to do 3 more. Get ready. For 3. And down. Tight tummy. And down. Feel that waist work. 1. And down. And then just bend both knees. Going to pick up that top foot and have a stretch. Tuck the tailbone under. If your knee looks more like that, pick it up. Pull the thigh back. Roll the shoulder back. And stretch. We've got a gorgeous mermaid stretch coming up. So let's bring those legs back together into the mermaid or a pretzel version if that's more comfortable. It's really just what's comfortable for you. I like this today. I'm very tight. So I hope if you're feeling tight today, I hope you enjoy this as much as I will. Lengthen the arm. I've got my right arm up for real and stretch. Just using the out breath to really surrender up to the sky. I've only noticed in my 30s how tight the side of my body is. And everyone I train always goes, gosh, I didn't realize I was so tight here. These are so worth doing. If you have any time to do these, maybe before bed, it's so worth doing. All right, bring the arm up and over and release. And we are doing lots of strength training, so we need to look after our bodies. Okay, let's reset. We're up on our hand just for these ones. Lift the feet up, tummy nice and tight. We're aiming for 10 of these, big toes together, and release it down. So it's just 2 exercises really that we're doing. The clams and the double leg lifts. 6 more. 6. Coming right into the side of the bum. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And then just release it. Okay, I'm going to lie down on your bicep, lengthen both legs, keep the abdominals nice and tight. Just start by floating both legs up to hold and then floating down. Exhale, lift. Start to see how that feels for you. Just remember as well that the legs are in line with your bottom. If that's feeling good for you and the hips comfy, we're going to add the right arm up to the sky and repeat. Feeling all that gorgeous work through the side of the waist 4 more times. If you're not loving the feeling on the side of the hip, just place the hand down. And 3. And 2. And 1. And then release it down. Bend both knees. Grab that top foot. Pull the thigh back and make sure it's not hanging down. Tuck the tailbone under. Nice one. Just hold. And then release. Okay, we're going to leave our legs folded like so as we come up. You can come into an open leg position if you prefer, if that's more comfy. I'm going to bring the arm up to the sky, find length. We come over into your mermaid. Eyes can be up to the sky or just forwards. Some people like to look down as well. I think it's personal preference, really. Try, see what you like. Bringing the arm back up, take an inhale breath. Exhale, we come up and over. Stretch. Bring the arm up and release. All right, we're going to come onto our bellies now. I'd like you to set up one hand over the other, resting the forehead down on the hands. We're going to have our legs long. I'm going to do a very back safe version and then a slightly stronger version of this exercise, back extension. Just a reminder what these exercises do. They reverse what we do every day, which is be hunched and be over, forward flexion, computers, phones, etc. So even just lying down like this with your legs long, squeezing your bottom, remember to squeeze your bottom. Just if we lift the head off the floor and the chest off the floor, you can't not feel those upper back muscles, even if it's very subtle for you. Release down. Notice what you feel, any kind of lower back area. If you feel your lower back, there's no surprise. But if you're feeling pain, that's a whole other matter. I would want you to do fewer reps, please. Release and switch, and you certainly won't be going on to the next one. Okay, so the bum is squeezing. We're doing 3. Reversing text neck. And 2 more. Press the palms into the floor. Release. We got one more time. Exhale, lift. And release. If that's all going well, we're going to move that into swan dive. So I want you to have we're going to do this version where your hands are tucked underneath your armpits or your shoulders. This is not for you if you had any back pain. I'm actually just going to bring myself forwards. Okay. Face plant the mat, so you've got a nice long neck. Everything is switched on. We exhale, peel off the floor as we lift. Now, if your shoulders are doing this, you've got to press into the palms. The pubic bone is lifted. You're pulling your chest through your shoulders. If that's quite strong for you, start to come down. You can do a mini version, which if you just look very quickly, looks like this. So you're pulling your elbows back, but you're not coming up quite as high. So use that option, please, or the previous exercise. Here we go. Inhale, peeling off the floor. The arms straighten. Pull the chest and the pubic bone through the arms that are into the back, not into the ears. Come down with control. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. This is really good also, reversing the hinge work we do, the deadlifts or anything in a hinge. This is a really good way to do the reverse of that. So we're stretching all the way down, even into the front of your hips. One more time. Exhale, peeling up, out of the spine. And then we come down, rest the forehead down. And now we're going to bring it into a child's pose. Please be careful. Stretching all the way back and hold this gorgeous stretch. Press your palms down into the floor. Hold it there. We're going to round up through the spine. Place your hands onto your thighs. Open the collarbones up nice and wide. Okay, we're going to finish on our backs. Hug your legs in towards your chest. Just have a little release of the lower back here. Don't do anything else. And we're going to finish as we started. 2 parallel feet. Keep your palms down. Take an inhale breath, round the spine. But this time I want you to come up even higher if you've got that available to you. Opening up your hips. Just pause here. Opening up the thighs, lifting, take the arms overhead. Hold, stay here. 1 and done. Round. Take your time stretching out the back, the most gorgeous stretch. 1 hand on each leg and circle them away. And you are all finished. Keep going with that if you want to rest. Otherwise, maybe you're jumping up now, getting your weights ready to hit the weights workout. Whatever you're doing, have a great day and I'll see you soon.